4 build. Demo 3 or 4 build. Think over. Hey, guys.
Asphalt?
Yeah. No, it's full demo. Houses. Shouldn't be nothing to it. Okay. Hopefully gonna be a party straight up. Run trucks have trucks for the whole day. Be able to knock it out. At least 2 of them today. Yeah, we're gonna get started. I know who all bid on it, so thankfully I'm not undercutting the guy that I know does bid on it. Or is he not bidding on 3?
Show me how to bid 3 there.
Yeah, if I'd have known he was bidding on it, like I got a phone call from a guy that's also bidding on it, he called me as like, hey, so if bid on this, yeah. So I got something else. I'll put you.
All right, guys, let's line up.
A couple things. I scheduled this is not required at all. I scheduled a CPR AED certification class. If anybody wants to do that, that'll be in lieu of class Monday after next. I forget the date. I think it's the 21st, maybe. If you want to come get certified for CPR AED, it'll be same time as class, 5:30 to about 7. It's $40 per person. I'm not charging you that. That's what they're charging. I'm not marking that up. But I figured it'd be good to go ahead and you just never know what might happen up here. Everybody's at max heart rate all the time, right? So I figured it'd be good, and I think we'll get a little bit of break on our insurance too, which is welcome. But apart from that, any questions before we get started tonight? What's up, man?
2 things. The machine didn't work when I couldn't check it.
Okay.
And on Monday, it's still going to be a jiu-jitsu class?
Sorry, what was that?
It's still going to be a jiu-jitsu class. I'm like, right.
Yeah, we all jiu-jitsu all the time.
Okay.
Yep.
Sure.
If that thing gets stuck, just pull down on it to refresh the page. That usually will fix it. If it doesn't, definitely let me know.
What's up, guys?
All right. So let's get into instruction. You'll also see this little number right here. It's just because.
I'll take it.
Yeah, man, go for it. This is. I've started live streaming our classes and recording all of the classes, and my plans are to record most of them, or record all of them and live stream most of them for the rest of the year at least, just kind of filling it out. So that's live on Facebook and YouTube. And so with that, one, you can always, if you missed class for some reason and you just want to see what we went over, it'll be there. You can go check Facebook or check our YouTube. Or if you just want to go back and do something, or we make fun of Josh and you want to watch it again and laugh, like whatever it is, right? You can do that. Also, with that though, being live, like, never know if there's kids, anything like that watching other than, so just be mindful of that while we're chatting. So, all right, let's get into it. All right, it's right here, and I'm going to use. All right, so I think at least half of you were here Monday, so this will be a decent review. Let's get everybody like right here, if that's okay, just so I can try to show the technique to one side. So a little bit of review mixed with now the defense for it. What's up, man? So first off, just reviewing that snap down from Mondays, okay? So we're in our closed stance, right? And I want everybody, this is a quick review. Most of you already did this. If you didn't do this, make sure you're parking with someone who did do this Monday, because most of you did. So that way we can kind of flow through this pretty quick. So I want to get to the defensive side of this. But I want everybody to get 3 minutes apiece of this. So first things first, we're going to be in a good stance. I'm going to make sure we're matching head level. First thing we're going to do is we're always going to protect our lead leg. So I'm not just going to go reaching for this guy because he can just duck under and shoot a single on me immediately. I'm going to protect my lead leg. I'm going to take a thumb pose. Now, he's likely going to grab the elbow. He might not, but that's a common reaction. Next thing we're going to do is, now that I have a thumb post here, I have something to manage distance. Now it's safe for me to come up and start making my second point of contact for that collar tie. All right, next thing I want to be able to do is I want to start driving into the guy. So this thumb post is going to become a bicep tie and start driving in. I'm looking for that reaction. As soon as he's reacting back, my hand comes up to the crown of the head. I don't want to snap down from the neck. I want to snap down from the crown. And then I want to guide him down as I kick my lead leg back. I want to guide him down to where, think guiding where my knee is right now. Okay, so I'm going to kick my leg back and I'm going to pull him down for the snap down. There it is right there. And then we're just looking to grab our front head level. All right. And guy on bottom, go ahead and 4-point up. Welcome. This is where I want you to end. This is 4-point stance. All right. Just right there. And then reset. All right. Any questions on that? All right. 1, 2, 3.
So man,
Hey, do one person running the same thing at a time. I'll let you guys know when to switch. That way we can make sure everybody gets 3 minutes total.
Yeah. Hey guys, you should also be able to flow through this real smooth. All right, we're gonna go into them, and as soon as I come back, look, you don't have to do this fast, but especially starting off, like get the mechanics down of sliding up and gently. All right, and if you're making good training partners on the receiving end of this, then like you're not resisting it, right? Like we're getting through the motion, and we'll build up the resistance. Okay. That's perfect. This one will be up there. Here it is. This one's not gonna be. Yeah, you could. I got you figured out, but
Bicep tight is good, but whenever we actually do the thing down, subtle detail. Next. We actually do that. I'm not gonna make space, but I can. So don't feel much. Yeah, you gotta get the time. Here, four. Nine. All right, let's circle back up. So that was just review, right? Oh, you're good. All right. So next, let's cover a little bit of the defense, and then I want you guys to kind of go through a flow of like snap down and personal bomb runs of defense. And you're definitely gonna have to slow down the pace to be able to do this, right? Because if I just do a full snap down, like, and they don't get the opportunity to 4-point up, then they're not gonna get the run over. So same thing. We're both weird in that we're right-handed, but we're left lead leg. All right, so right here, thumb post, get my snap down. Actually, running on you guys. All right. All right, so as he snaps me down, I'm looking at 4-point. All right, if we find ourselves in this 4-point, he hasn't actually got me all the way down, right? That was part of Monday, was like working on breaking me down. But if I find myself in this 4-point where the front headlock is a threat, the first thing I'm looking to do is get my weight off my hands, get back to my legs, right? The more that my weight is forward, the easier it is, and the longer my spine gets right here, the more elongated my body is, the easier it is for him to just snap me on down. But as I get my weight back, it becomes harder and harder for him to get me that way. So first thing, we're getting our weight back on our legs. Next, I'm posting in his hip, right? Taking a strong post on his bone, right? I'm not like up here in his belly. I'm not around. I'm like in the hip right there. Next, we're gonna grab the elbow. Now we're gonna look to, all at the same time, same fluid motion. I'm going to look to take a step to the outside and circle this foot out as I take his elbow towards his center line, and I take my head towards his far armpit. So all in one fluid motion. Okay, again, here, elbow. I'm going to take a step out. I'm circling this foot, right? I'm taking this elbow and driving it towards his center line, and I'm kind of almost like in boxing, we're coming under the rope, right? I'm gonna circle my head towards the armpit. Now, right here, we might have a counterattack of our Russian. We might get a single leg. We might find his back, or more times than not, he might just yank his arm out and square back up with us. And we're back to square one. But we're not in a front headlock. Most important, okay? So one more time. He snaps it down. Here, work on getting back, elbow, hip, hip, very important, right? So I should say hip, elbow. Hip, elbow. I'm gonna take a step out, circle, take his elbow inside. My bad. See if I do that one speed, right? Any questions? All right, 1, 2, 3. Oh, hey, guys. So do the full thing, right? I want you guys to flow back and forth here. I'm going to start the clock. So just flow back and forth where snap, let him 4-point, let him run the defense, and then just reset and reverse, okay? Or change up, right?
Don't stop. I'll do the snap and so never. You're gonna come in. Right. Well, do this. And they're gonna come down like this. Grab my head. Grab my foot. This is right. Start.
Guys, it's going to be the side that they don't have your head, right? Like the arm that's around your head, that's the elbow that we want to trap. Take this thing like
Yeah, you can make space there. I want to maintain this. So I'm actually and I have to see stop and as I have a favorite you need to get on. I don't think it. Hold on, but I'm tired. I'm your posting. Spots on the shoulder.
as you can drive with this stuff. There you go. you're like, you're all very young, and going to be side issue, I still have it.
For now, I haven't put it last year. For now, my still kind of hurting. It's still. Once it stops hurting, and I just put it down. I just don't want to get it risky, and I feel like I have to go back to it.
It's nuts how.
The other side, one of the yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's what I feel on my feelings.
There you go, bro. The way you see that on. I'll circle your head afterwards. I turned the right way. First. Hey, switch if you had it yet. We're good like 2 more minutes and then we'll start to back up.
Or no, you're right. You just did.
So I'll just look over the thing.
Yes.
Pause a little bit. Yeah.
That.
Yeah, you're the one that really.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. Great thing. You need to go here. Well, it's not real. Yeah. Dodge. Yeah. This is boarding. Useful. Yeah. Here. You're gonna. You don't have a head. This. Okay. Brandon. That should be. Okay. Get your reporting and then back up. I saw the pool. If you don't have it, I have something. Oh, that's yeah. Yeah, keep us oh yeah, it's hard to like kind of funny and not. Yeah.
Hey, circle back up if you're done.
Appreciate it.
All right. That generally makes sense. Anybody still feel like they were not getting it at all on that? We can't keep staying on that if we want to.
How do you maintain the arm whenever you come in close? Are you maintaining it just with your shoulder on their shoulder and the wrist control, or do you have 3 points of contact with your shoulder on their shoulder, arm on their elbow, and then arm on their wrist, and maintain it like that?
Let's see.
When do you give up the hip post? I think that's.
Here. So you're saying as I circle out, am I
How do you maintain that arm right there?
right here?
So you do maintain on their elbow and then one
I've
on
got
their
it.
shoulder.
Yeah, I've kind of got it trapped. I still got this elbow cupped, and then if I have the opportunity here, I'm gonna go ahead and try to grab this, or I can go in for the single if it's there. Yeah. Is that it?
But eventually, are you trying to get to pressure on their shoulder to keep them down?
Well, I mean, if they give me the full rush, and if I can get all the way out to where I start circling even further out, then yeah,
Okay.
like if they'll give me that.
I didn't know if it was just 2 points of contact because I felt like it was an arm bar essentially.
I think the most important piece is what else? The most important piece would be here. I think the elbow is what matters the most,
Maintaining that.
and having this like contact here still with my shoulder. I
Yeah.
mean that this is secondary because worst case, nothing's happening. I don't feel right. I need to get out of here, and I'm just like it now. But if I don't have the elbow and I come out of here I'm lazy, nothing's stopping him from pulling it out, and I'm just giving him my back. So I think I do need to control that elbow first and foremost. That way I have the opportunity to get away or counter attack. If you're gonna take part of the all get control, elbow, me, you have multiple angles, but also you control the wrist and have to control the elbows. Why not just do it? I don't. Pro tip from an amateur, man. I'm not really good guy or whatever. Just saying, like, if I pick 1, 2, and 3, control in the middle. Plus, it allows, some other cool takedowns. You get cool guy points. Any other questions on it? Okay. So let's transition to our X-Facts. So let's do. All right. So I want to make sure we're starting to get different parts of, jiu-jitsu phases because we've got stand up, we've got submissions, we've got ground, we have guard passing, we've got pinning. There's all kinds of like areas of expertise in our areas to cover in jiu-jitsu. So I want to make sure that we're covering we're going kind of broad right now, whereas historically we've gone really deep. If you've been here for a while, we're going pretty broad right now just because we have so many new faces. Okay, so all my OGs, I hope you're okay with that, but that's what we're doing right now. All right. So first thing I'm looking to do is we got a seated guard player here, right? Important. We're gonna hit the X pass. It's gonna be an X pass. We're gonna hit this off a seated guard player. First thing I'm not gonna do is what? Like, what's wrong with what I'm doing right now? Yeah, right. I don't want to give him easy access to my legs, right? So we never just come in here super upright. Like, so when I walk in here or when I start engaging, I'm down, I'm starting to match his head level. The first thing I need to do is establish some contact here. So I'm going to look to take a shoulder pose for this particular pass and the outside of the knee. Next, I'm going to take I need to start to get him down and rotated because the end or the next part of this is like getting us perpendicular. That's my goal with this pass, with the X pass. So I need to find a way to start getting his shoulders behind his hips and getting his knees shot through, right? So for here, outside the knee, shoulder pose, I'm going to start taking a step in and driving in. And then as I continue walking into him, I'm going to shoot my right leg back so that he can't get any kind of contact and start re-guarding before I even have a chance to make it perpendicular. So I'm going to drive, shoot, and then I'm immediately looking for changing this shoulder post down to the hip, right? And I'm not just lazy. Like, so right now, I'm kind of still up. He can easily re-guard here. I don't want to allow him to do that. Once I get to this hip, and this is pretty general for a lot of guard passes, not just this one, like if I can control this hip and I can change levels, like maintain a good guard here, and I can flare my elbow, it's much more difficult for him to hide. Okay. But if I'm up here, if I got a straight arm and I haven't really changed levels yet, it's way easier for him to just combo his leg back in and square back up. Okay. So right here, we transition to the hip. I've dropped levels and I'm flaring my elbow on the leg to make it difficult for him to highlight. Okay. This hand's still on the hip or still on the knee. Next thing we're looking to do is his instinct is gonna be post out with his arms, right? But we don't care because we're not gonna try to beat those. We're actually gonna backtrack. So we're actually gonna walk him down here. Okay. This inside arm is now free to pommel, get into the head, and now I can start coming back up. Okay. So as I start walking back up, now I'm gonna look to get my knee over, I'm gonna try to connect my right knee to my right elbow. My hand's still right here in the hip. I'm still controlling the hip, looking to make my knee and my elbow touch. And then lastly, I'm looking to shoot this underhook through as I take this knee to the mat. Okay, so I'm gonna in one fluid motion all the way across. And now I'm almost in mount, right? Now I just need to finish the mount. I need to windshield wipe my foot. That's still over here in this hip. If you can see. It's still right there in the hip. I just want to windshield wipe it to the mat. All right. One more. See the guard opponent is going to be at his level. I'm not going to walk in like this. Here, shoulder, knee. I walk into him, kick back, looking to transfer this post to the hip. And now I'm looking to change levels and flare my elbow because he's going to try to flare that leg pinch. Almost. That's what I'm going to do, right? If you're passing my guard. I love this. This is called a high leg. It's a great way to read guard, right? But we're going to make sure we prevent that. And I'm on a knee right now. We're not going to be on a knee. Like with love, drive into. All right, now I don't care how he frames because we're going to walk south. Okay? And we're looking to pummel back in, get the head. Now I can walk back up. Now I'm looking to connect my knee and my elbow. Now I'm looking to take my knee to the mat where my hand is right now, blocking the hip. Now my knee is going to replace it, and I'm going to take this under. Okay. Lastly, we just need to windshield wipe our foot in order to secure the jump. Questions on that? All right, 1, 2, 3. All right, buddy. Same foot. All right. Every time I go back, he kind of wants me to get on top of whatever you're doing. I'm not going to get around. First thing I have to do is get the same. You're using that eye track. There's no being right in the same place. Does that be perfect? I've got to get here. It's got to be safe for you to do. That's actually a touch. I'm touching on this. I want to inquire a little bit about it. Yeah, step around. So it's going to leave us. I want to try to film. I'm going to do this. I want something here. Okay, and now I'm going to get on top of that. I'll end up like this. Just jump off. Yeah. Yeah, let's do it here. Just yeah, now. It's like the bed. I like that's easy. My bed's like red walks that needs and also slide all the way down. Yeah, it's down there. All we're gonna do, put our knee on it. Good. You know, one day you guys on top.
Like this is here. Hey, friends you made. I'm sure like how plans. That's what I gotta do. And the main thing is interesting. I'm gonna go for right now. I didn't even try. I take the step and it starts to really, you know, like I'm not so afraid about like why this one you can like that I'll kill with that's hard maintain things so not so much about like there's just taking that big step and that did not like this yes I can also put down so I can't not going here it's not my stand up. Yeah, I just like this. I'm saying, I think that me. You don't make that big, but I dance. But it's very easy. It's me. I can't just go there. And most instances, one of the I think it was quite no God, like you guys switch if you haven't yet. Yes, sir. You want to go anywhere? Control the hill street alert.
Hey, two more guys, and let's circle back up.
Yeah, that's fine. Last week.
It's going though. All right, let's circle back up, guys. I'm gonna give y'all, I guess, a glance through to the next one. I don't think we have time to drill it. That's full. Oh, I think we did. All right, so now I'm gonna give you the defense of this, right? Yeah. Camera, my bad, guys. So the way to retain your guard when someone is passing this way. So Walker comes in for the pass. Right, as soon as he gets here, so before he's able to change, remember I saw how important it is for him to change levels, right? So what I mean by that is, go ahead and change the level. Here's what I can do. Yeah, like you see how he's based out? He's driving into my leg. Before he's there though, so we're here, right? This is kind of good. Go ahead. So we're at this like checkpoint, right? It's not happening fast, but imagine we do stop at this checkpoint at some point in that sequence. What I want to do first is as he's coming around the corner, I want a bicep tie because he's going to have my knee, right? Go ahead and have my knee. So because he wants to walk me down, right? So I want to make sure that he has way less pressure to drive into my knee. I can do that by countering with a bicep tie. Right. Next, I'm going to look to high, what we call a high leg. All I'm going to do is pendulum my foot over. I'm looking to get it over the arm. At this point, I can now remove his hand from my knee and place this foot in the hip. And now I can work square back up with him. And then I can start working. More advanced guys, y'all can start working your other guards, or you can just get your knee. If you're new, all I want you to do is worry about getting your back on the inside so that he can't just like float to another side into headquarters or whatever. Does that make sense? Let's do it one more time. Right there, bicep tie, right? Next. Bicep tie and a shoulder post. Let's have both. Sorry, I didn't mention that. To maintain the contact, right? Here, I'm working my foot on the inside. I'm stripping this grip with this hand, working my foot to the hip, and I'm squaring back up with it. And from here, I can work on getting my feet back on the inside for all my new guys. That's all I want you to do right now. Other guys, if y'all want to go into legs, whatever you want to do that.
Good, best to go up.
Yeah, I didn't do that very well.
You get your foot over the shoulder. That makes sense.
Here, bicep post.
Watch it.
I'm gonna pendulum this, right? I was kind of being lazy just then. I'm gonna pendulum this up and over, right? That in a live roll, that's what it's gonna take to get this. Like we're just super relaxed right now, but you are gonna need to. It's got that contact. You're gonna need to pendulum this leg over and swing your hips up. Be able to get that. A lot of times I regard just off this when people are passing before I even needed that hip. But I want you guys still aiming for the hip.
You ever done fumbling drills?
Probably not. Yes, guys.
So the guys that understand pummeling, this is literally what you're doing with your leg. You're fighting for the inside. He's getting the inside right there. Makes sense.
All right, so what I want you guys to do, we're gonna do some positionals. We're gonna start with this fresh, since that's fresh. You haven't drilled this yet, right? I was hoping we'd have enough time to get some drills in. If you want to do, actually no. For positional, we're gonna go live for a minute apiece. And when I tell you to switch, you'll switch with the same partner. Guy on top is looking for the X pass. Guy on bottom is just looking to stay square. Like that's the only goal. I just want to keep my guard. We're not looking to get up. We're not looking to go to other submissions. Just looking to pass with an X pass or retain your guard. If you get the X pass, I want you to go through the whole sequence. I just want you to get to side control. Don't even worry about stepping over the mount and all that. Like I just want you to get to secure side control if you're on top, okay? Because I don't want to start creating scrambles and all you guys like start freaking out and now it becomes a live roll. I want you to actually work to single position. So we're gonna do a minute apiece of that. Then we're gonna do a minute apiece of the snap down to defensive back. So your only goal, same thing. Your goal is to snap down, and your goal is to not get snapped down. And then we're gonna do a minute of the other week. Okay, does that make sense? All right, I'll tell everybody when to switch. But go ahead and get ready for that.
Yeah. It's the same thing. With the different
Yes, that's why.
All right, get ready. Get ready. X pass and go. If you get it, you just reset. Same person on top the whole time until the minute's over. And you're going with full resistance now. Like don't just give it to him. We're not drilling right now. We're trying to get actually get it. Get it with max resistance. All right, get ready to switch in 3, 2, 1, switch.
Yeah.
Started yet?
Yeah, we started 20 seconds ago. Hey, Chad. That's good. But I do want to try to walk back down. Just so you get the feeling. You might not even need to, right? Like you just beat him with at the knee and you're good. But all right, time. All right, switch partners with somebody else. Actually, no. Keep your same partner. Just keep your same partner. We're gonna do same thing. Looking for the snap down. Looking to if you get snap down, get the snap down. Don't take them all into the mat. Let them 4-point, and then don't let them like get out of the headlock. Don't snap them all the way down right now. Like let's actually run exactly what we just drilled. All right. So if you get them all the way down, just go ahead and reset, or let them 4-point. Okay. Hey, wait. On my mark, guys. Go. Watch your spacing. Hey, and don't give them the escape. Let them 4-point, but don't give it to them.
Keep going, right? Think person?
Yeah.
So now we're gonna really keep them together. But don't let him get stuck.
Let him have 4-point, but nothing else.
Okay. So we're going fast up now.
What's up?
Getting the 4-point and carrying it out.
No, we're letting them 4-point and letting them try to get out, but you're not letting them go. You're not giving them anything other than the 4-point. Switch.
Go.
Yeah. Let him 4-point now, Chad. Yeah, just let him 4-point if you get the snap down. So he can work that escape. All right, time. Good job, guys. Let's line up and then we'll have open mat for the next half hour. If anybody wants to work anything specific, you can roll. I'm gonna start the clock, but also if you just want to work something specific, keep drilling. I'm here for 30 minutes. I just got questions, whatever y'all want to do, I'm all yours. You good? Okay. Again, CPR AED. Please let me know in WhatsApp if you want to do that. It's $40. It'll be the same like time as class, so it should be fairly convenient. It's just on a Monday evening. ATS coming up, so if you want to register for that, you save like $40 if you go ahead and register now. Before like 14th, I think 15th. And then if you're not in our WhatsApp, please let us know. Please say me before you leave, so I can make sure you get the link to the point. Because we coordinate with maps and all kinds of stuff in there. So if you want extra opportunities to train, that's the best place to be. Any questions on anything?
So that Monday you're doing the CPR, we have a class.
It's not gonna have class that night. We're gonna have CPR instead. I figured it'd be easier for everybody if I did it at the same time. That way, you don't have to try to work in another evening that week. If that would be easier, I can. But I think it's probably gonna be easiest for most people. We just did a normal class. Just clarify that. Is everybody cool with that? Yeah. Like just replace the class. I want to give everybody the opportunity if everybody wants to. I think it's a good idea. Where else? I'm gonna try to get an 80 to actually put up there. I'm sure there's one gym. But I'm trying to actually get one up here just in case we have we haven't had any heart attacks or anything already. But just in case.
Gotta say, man, I'm really enjoying this format.
Sweet, man. Awesome. All right. Any other questions? All right. Let's bow out and I want to shake some hands. All right. 1, 2.
I think it's set up.
CPR on AED.
Just in case they can. All right. Sorry about it.
You wanna run that on me? Somebody your side, bro?
Just a.
That's all, folks.
Hey, guys.